Hello Libras, my name is Ala of the Hermits Intuitive Reading Channel and welcome to your monthly reading for October 2019. This is for Libra Sun, Moon and Rising and Venus sign, so please do check out your Moon sign, Rising sign and also your Venus sign if you're a Libra Sun watching this video. For the resonance about this video, check out the description box below. Also, if you want to book a personal reading, there's an email down below as well. I'm going to shuffle the cards just a few seconds and then we'll go ahead with your reading. So before I started this video, I feel that I'm going to connect with a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Someone that needs to take care of themselves, or someone who's taking care of themselves, either way, so take whatever resonates. But if you're a Libra watching this, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and you're not taking care of yourself, then I think you need to not really take a break, but I think just take a rest for a while to rejuvenate and to also think about your emotions, anything in the past. I think it's resurfacing, so you might as well feel very emotional and very vulnerable. So, but if you're a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus who's already taking care of themselves, then you're doing good. You're doing great. Okay? What else? There's also a weekly starting October as well, so you might as well check it out if you think we're connecting on the same energy here in this monthly reading. Also, there are daily readings from Mondays to Friday. So, also I like to tell you guys that all videos on this channel is timeless, and that means if you're watching this on October 2020, then that's fine. That will still resonate with you, because that means your priority on that time, whatever time you're watching this video, that means that's your priority now. Whatever subject is going to come up in this reading is now your priority. So time, the October 2019 title in this video is just for your convenience, but time does not really exist. So okay, so what do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising for October 2019? Oh, Libras. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can still see the cards. Is that better? Okay. Libra, and we have bottom of the deck is Emperor. So the whole energy this October 2019, Libras, you're being wise. Your words can be very blunt than usual. I mean, Libras are cardinal sign and an air sign, so they're really blunt when it comes to speaking and writing and talking to someone. That's who we are. I am a Libra sun, so I know. In this month, Libras, I think you're going to hide away from the public. Maybe if you're working and your work environment is in the public, maybe that's not exactly what this card means, because oh my god, I forgot to tell you what the cards are. Okay, so we have the High Priestess upright, Justice reversed, the Hangman reversed, Wheel of Fortune upright, Eight of Wands reversed, Four of Cups reversed, Judgment upright, Four of Pentacles reversed, King of Swords upright, and Six of Swords in reversed. The High Priestess talks about someone who knows everything, and you could be this woman, Libra. A High Priestess doesn't even matter if you're a man watching this. You could be a High Priestess with a feminine energy, because this talks about a feminine energy. The High Priestess as a person knows everything. They know everything, but they know what to reveal and what not to reveal. They know exactly what information that only needs to reveal and what they need to hide or conceal. It's not being a High Priestess is not really, I think they're being secretive, but in a way that it's because people would try to take advantage of them, and that's why they're hiding some informations about what they know. So you're being like this, Libras. I think this is because of the injustice from the past. We had the Justice in reverse, so maybe you experienced something. It doesn't really have to be a past. This could happen just recently, maybe a few months ago, or maybe a few weeks ago. And maybe you feel like you need to hide away for some time from the people. Or maybe you won't be checking up your social media that much compared to before. Or you won't be posting that much photos on Instagram, or something like that. But you're being, why do I keep saying this? You're being the High Priestess this month, and that means that you're keeping it lie low. You won't be socializing that much with people. This is because of the injustice from the past. I think you learned something, and now you're being I don't want to tell XYZ that I know XYZ, or I don't want to tell XYZ that I know about what he did or what she did to me, what injustice they did to me. I would just walk away. And we have the Wheel of Fortune here, so that means you're turning the wheels upside down. If people are taking advantage of you, Libras, from the past, then you're turning the life of yours and the life of the people surrounding you upside down. So yeah, exactly. So you're being the High Priestess. You know that people are taking advantage of you now. You already know that they're taking advantage of you. But Libras don't like confronting people. It's not that we're afraid of people, it's that we're afraid of what we can say towards other people. And because we know we have sharp tongues, we know that we can hurt other people instantly in one word, one sentence, one paragraph. So despite the fact that we're dealing with someone who's taking advantage of us, we don't like to interact with them. Instead, we're just going to walk away, because we don't like conflicts, we don't like confrontations, because we don't like hurting anyone else. It's not that we're doubting ourselves, we're doubting our defense. It's not that we're doubting ourselves from defending ourselves, but it's just that we just want to walk away from the situation because we don't want conflicts. We don't want to hurt anyone. And I think that's what happened with you Libras in the past, or maybe a few months or a few weeks ago. So you know now everything that you need to know. And now you're turning the wheels upside down. You don't want other people to take advantage of you anymore because you heard the trumpet with this judgment card in upright. You already heard the call from the universe that Libras, it's time to wake up. This people sucks and they're not being nice to you, or whatsoever. Take whatever resonates. You know what situations you're dealing with right now, or whoever person you're dealing with right now, but you heard the call. This could probably be a phone call, literally, or just an epiphany. You had a realization that you need to wake up, you need to stand up for yourself. You know that people are not being nice to you anymore, and maybe you realize that you've reached they reach your boundaries, and now you're setting healthy boundaries with this high priestess that you're probably, because Libras are extroverted. Maybe not all Libras, but Libras are known as an extroverted person. We like hanging out with other people, we like socializing. But this October, Libras, you're not very much into it, because maybe the people you're socializing with turns out to be not the ones you should trust, because you knew something, you found out something. There's an injustice going on with your life, Libras, and you know about it. With the Hangman in reverse, this is telling us that you're not in a pause right now. Just because you knew everything, you knew something, you found out a secret, you found out a lie, you're not going to stop. Yes, you are turning the wheels on your favor. Usually Libras, like, we don't like conflicts, right? But we don't really like, it's not that we don't like changing situations, but we find it hard to adapt on situations. We find it hard to detach from people we once trusted, or we once loved, or we used to hang out with people. But now Libras, you don't really care if anyone thinks you're being not nice to them anymore, because you think that's what's fair for you. You feel like, why would I feel guilty for not socializing with these people if they're being unfair to me? Because Libras don't like unfairness. We are the scales, we are the sign of balance, so we like people treating us fair, because Libras treat people fairly. So we like the same amount of fairness that we give other people. And when there's an injustice in a situation, Libras tend to have a realization that everything's not as it seems. And that's the negative aspect of being a Libra, because we tend to look at life with rose-colored glasses, because we're very optimistic everything, and we think that everything's going fine, everything's okay, but it's not, because we always have this sense of hope in every situation. And I know it's okay, but sometimes you just really have to face the painful reality that people are taking advantage of you, that not all people are nice to you. So that's the realization that you had, Libra. or you're going to have this October 2019. This may not happen that very fast as you wanted to, or as you expected it to, but the wheels are going to turn if it's not happening yet. The wheels are going to turn not as fast as you wanted, but you're not rejecting any opportunities anymore. If you're still in the stage of rejecting opportunities, whether love opportunities or work opportunities, then this is an advice for you to stop contemplating. And Four of Cups in upright is like all of the choices and options are in front of this man, and still he's not looking at it because he's still thinking. He's still thinking and thinking and thinking, and it's really wasting his time and energy. The clock is always ticking. I know there's no need to rush in everything, but we had a Judgment card here. So it's telling you that if you're not yet in the phase of having realizations or turning the wheels upside down, then this is the time. You don't, there's no card saying here that you literally need to confront that person or that situation. You need to talk about that situation. But it's telling you, Libras, that you need to accept other opportunities, not to get stuck up on your energy of just knowing something. You need to know your next step. And I'm guessing, Libra, that you already know that there's an unfairness in this situation, whether this is a work situation or a love relationship, whatsoever. So take whatever resonates. I think you already know. But if you're not in the phase of not yet moving, this reading is telling you to move. But if you're already in the phase that you're turning the wheels already, it won't be happening that fast as you want it to. But with this movement that you're doing, that you're walking away from the unfairness and knowing what you truly deserve, this epiphany is going to take you on to better opportunities and better choices. The grass is greener on the other side is what they're telling me. You have so much potential, Libras. What else? On this Four of Cups, there's something I'm not getting. Hold on. This is also telling us that if this is work that you're dealing with, if this is work situation, and it's telling you that you don't need to settle for whatever you have in your work. You could find another job, you could move away, and if this is a relationship, then maybe if there is an unfairness in a relationship, then it's time to let go. It's time to move. It's time to... You don't really have to confront the person you're dealing with. But the cards are saying that you need to accept and let go and see the other cups on the other side, because in reverse of the Four of Cups, it's telling you that there are still other cups that's on the horizon, that's just waiting for you to make a move. With the Four of Pentacles in reversed, this is about loosening your grip, because the Four of Pentacles and upright is being uptight, holding on to someone so much, or holding on to your money, it's about holding on. But in the reverse card, hold on, we have the King of Swords up right here. I'm not sure if this is an archetype. And we have the Six of Swords in reverse, which means you can't. There's a contradicting here. Hold on, I will clarify this. I think this is telling us that it's either there's someone in your life, maybe an air sign too, that you can't move away from. So I don't know if this is really an air sign, but swords represent an air sign, and this is actually communication. We blurred the zodiac signs and the genders. We're just reading the energy here, but if this is an archetype, then this is a masculine energy that you seem that you can't move away from. But let's clarify first the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see if this is an advice that you need to loosen up and not be uptight despite this epiphany that you had. This could be telling you to not, don't be hard on yourself just because you found out that people are taking advantage of you, or that there's an unfairness. Because Libras tend to have that guilt feeling that maybe it's their fault, or that maybe they did something bad, or they said something bad that led to this unfairness. But I think Libras, it's the Libras who found out something, and the other party is the one who's being in unfair to them. The other party is the one who's causing this injustice, and not the Libras. That's what I'm feeling. So let's clarify the Four of Pentacles in reverse, what this is about. Oh my god. Oh my god. We have the Judgment twice. Shoot. What else? What else for this Four of Pentacles in reverse? What else for this Four of Pentacles in reverse? What else for this Four of Pentacles in reverse? What else for this Four of Pentacles in reverse, please? I think this is telling you, Libras, that even if you had an epiphany on this, even if you realize that someone is betraying you or lying to you, you still, set boundaries, set healthy boundaries from people, but also don't lose your, childlike attitude. Don't, okay, oh. So, we have, oh my god, we have the Four of Cups in reverse again. This is literally telling you, Libras, that the theme of this is you had an epiphany that someone is being unfair to you, or there's an injustice about a certain situation that you're dealing with right now. and that you shouldn't reject any other opportunities just because this project or this relationship failed. Okay? Oh my god, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse again. Shoot. Okay, so we have, for the clarification of the Four of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse again. Ten of Swords upright. Yes, this is you see how the man stabbed at his back with the 10 swords? That's awfully painful. So you have Four of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords upright, Four of Cups in reverse, and Two of Swords in reverse. So this is telling you, Libras, that you don't really have to be uptight just because people are, treating you like this with the Justice in reverse. That people are treating you unfairly. You don't really have to be uptight. You don't have to be too hard on yourself. Don't lose your free-spirited, childlike attitude. That warm, loving, passionate person. Just continue on loving your hobbies. Continue working on yourself. Improving yourself. Don't reject opportunities just because this one failed. Because you have so much out there and just waiting for you on the horizon. Also, this is not the time to be indecisive because Libras are being decisive all the time and most of the time. But I think Libras already decided to walk away from whatever situation that you have right now. This is so much alike with the Gemini reading that I had. Like, is it Gemini? That is like you want to... Is it Gemini or Capricorn? I'm not sure. But it's like you know there's something bad going on and you feel like you can't move away, but you want to move away, and you're like just stuck in the middle. But I think this October, Libras, you're moving. You're moving towards these other opportunities on the other side. I think you're considering or reconsidering the other options that you had, or maybe you pushed away some. This is a relationship, you push away some people, and now you're like reconsidering them. Like, what if they're better than this person, something like that. Because this lie, this unfairness is very painful because of the Ten of Swords. But indecision is over, Libras. I think you've already decided to move away from this unfair situation. And with the Six of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords upright, it's telling you that move away from the situation, but don't move away from your very practical, very wise personality. Don't let that go, but also be soft. Be soft with yourself. Don't be too hard. Be the King of Swords this October, Libras. Be the wise man. Be the wise woman. Just like you are, because Libras represent swords. Geminis and Aquarius, air signs. What else I'm getting on this card? I want to elaborate this Six of Swords in reverse. I want to elaborate this King of Swords upright, that it's telling you that be wise, and if you're already wise, then remain wise and intelligent, because we have the High Priestess, so it's really telling us that you already know. many things, and you learn something from whatever situation this is. But still, be that soft person, just like you are before. Don't reject other opportunities. And also remain as his King of Swords, upright. Don't move away from this personality that you have, that you know when it's right, and when you know it's wrong, then it's wrong. Remain that kind of attitude, that it doesn't matter if a person has a good intention towards you. If they did you wrong, then it's wrong, and if it's right, it's right. So remain that attitude towards other people. You have to set your boundaries, or maintain your boundaries if this is already happening. It's just reminding you that there's injustice. It's reminding you that you need to move forward. It's reminding you to not reject other opportunities. It's reminding you to remember this epiphany that you have. It's reminding you to remain what do you mean? Remain soft and not holding on too much to a person. This is also reminding you to remain wise, remain intelligent, remain practical, remain righteous. Don't move away from that personality that you have, because there's so much out there for you guys. Also, if this could go either way for you, this could be that you need to let go of this King of Swords that you're dealing with right now. This could be that person that treated you badly or made some unfairness on the situation. It could probably be this King of Swords. So it could be telling you to let go of that person that's that's being injustice to you. So let's pull some Earth Magic Oracle cards as an advice for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What further advice do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this month of October? What advice do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this October 2019? What advice do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this month of October 2019? No advice. What advice do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this October 2019? What advice do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising this October 2019? Seems like you guys are already doing great. This reading is like maybe an advice / update on your energy. And if you're cross-watcher, then don't trigger the Libras too much. because they'll probably be blunt towards you. No advice. Why is there no advice for you? So I'm shuffling the cards because I want an advice and I want to be fair. I had oracle cards from other zodiac signs, and I also want Libras to have oracle cards as an advice. So what advice do we have for Libras? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Seriously? What advice do we have for Libras, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Should I get a card instead? Okay. Oh, we have completion. Bottom of the deck. Ah, I love it when Libras complete a chapter. Okay, so Libras, we have stillness, celebration, and focus. So this is telling you guys that, yeah, focus on yourself right now. Don't deal with these people that's being injustice to you. I mean, I know you wouldn't, but Libras tend to, you know, be, when we're being triggered by anger, we like to burst out. But most Libras don't really like confrontation. So it's time to just, you know, focus on yourself, Libras. Don't be too hard on yourself just because this injustice happened. It's not your fault if that's what you're thinking right now. Celebrate. I don't think I need to elaborate this, Libras. Okay, they're suggesting that you could actually go out alone and, you know, just enjoy your alone time. You could go to a club or a bar alone, go to a park, read books, have a picnic. I don't know, just celebration doesn't really mean drinking or, you know, that stuff, but or partying. This can mean that, you know, just celebrate whatever life has to offer to you. Celebrate what you have, and, you know, just focus. Remain focused on your life, on your priorities, on whatever goal you have in your mind right now. Remain focused. Don't deal with these people anymore. I mean, they're so irrelevant now. Okay, you've completed a chapter. You don't really need to deal with these people. And stillness, yeah, just remain calm, Libras. I think there's a Libra I'm connecting with to that who's being hard on themselves. So if you're that Libra who's watching this and you think you're being too hard on yourself, take a time out, take a chill pill. You know, everything's fine, hon. Just celebrate, okay? So yeah, that's your daily reading. Just say daily reading. That's your monthly reading for October 2019, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. Please don't forget to check out your Moon sign, Rising sign, and Venus sign if you're a Libra Sun watching this. And also, if you think that this video is resonating with you, then do check out the daily readings from Monday to Friday. I'm uploading it. There's also weeklies for each zodiac sign, so if you think this is resonating with you, then that means we're exchanging energies here. That means we're vibing in the same frequency, whether you're watching this in July 2022 or on May 2020. Yeah, this is it. And if it's not resonating, then cool, just let it go. If this is not you, the Libra I'm connecting with, this is for someone else, okay? Don't force anything. This is for someone else, okay? If this is not your story, if this is not making any sense, this is not yours. So yeah, if you feel like we're connected, we're vibing the same energy, then subscribe to this channel because we have bigger card readings and yeah, daily readings. So yeah, that's it. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take care, lots of love. Take care of yourself. Focus. Don't mind these other people, okay? Yeah. Bye.